Good morning, my many friends. Welcome to Early Birds. A little bit later than early birds. We had some technical problems this morning at our normal 7 o'clock time, so we're having early birds at 8 o'clock today. And by technical problems, I mean I technically was still in bed. So sorry. So here we go. I didn't want to just skip early birds this week, though. It's kind of a big week. Yesterday was the first day of fall, and end of summer and beginning of fall, and it's just got me thinking about endings. So it's um I'm not good with endings. Endings are always hard for me, and transitions in life are hard, and lots of endings. In the last couple of years, a lot of people have passed. My friend Dan Knapp, who is a dear dear friend from my childhood, that is my parents' age, passed, and his funeral is coming up here, and um, just thinking a lot about endings. And this is the time of year when new college students are going away to school. And I remember when Marina first went away to school, and the ending of that period of her life where she lived at home, and starting that period of life when she lived away at college in Montana, states away. And endings are hard. It was so hard for me. I cried every day for that whole first year that she was there. I struggle with transitions and endings. But fall is sort of, it's the embodiment of endings. It's the embodiment of change. And um, but fall is so beautiful, and so it's helped me to think about it a little bit differently. The leaves on the trees, they start to turn. They're so beautiful. And do they know that they're coming to their end? I don't know, but they're so beautiful, and they go out in such a beautiful blaze of glory. And the garden over here is just pumping out pumpkins and fruits. And um, I'm sure some people's gardens are much more prolific than mine. I'm not much of a gardener, but we've got a lot of pumpkins growing out there. Um, but it's the end. It's the end. They've grown all season and most of the year, and now it's coming to the end, and that's where the fruit is. And just endings. Um, there can be something really, really beautiful in an ending, and sometimes that's where the fruit is. And um, I know that Dan Knapp was a man who prayed for me every single day and by name, and something beautiful in the ending of his life, and makes it a little bit easier. And endings oftentimes mean that there's a period of regeneration and rest, and then there's a starting again, and that there's a next phase. And so for those of you that have your students going away for the first time to college, and you're thinking about all of the things that are ending, I encourage you, several years later now down the road with different perspective, I can see that. And of course, I knew it would be the case that Marina would go and she would find her place, and it would be a wonderful thing for her down the road. And that, that there would be something beautiful coming out of her going to college and starting her own life. That's what we want for our children when we have children, is for them to start their own life and enjoy that, and find their direction and find their place. And there's something really, really beautiful in that. And so there is something beautiful in endings, my friends. So give yourself the space and give yourself the time to find the beauty in the ending, whatever the ending is for you, whatever it is that's happening in your life that represents an ending, even if it's just the ending of summer and you're mourning the end of the long days and the beautiful sunshine. And embrace the fall, embrace the beauty of it, and embrace the fruit of it, and understand that coming up next is a period of rest and restoration and quietness and winter. And in our lives come periods of winter, but then the spring comes again. So look forward and embrace fall. So this morning we have a little, I promised you owls in October. So here's our early bird this morning. He's a little Lefton owl. His Lefton sticker's on the bottom. He's a small figurine, and he is a little owl. I don't know what kind of owl. I'm not an owl expert, but anyway, he's a pretty little owl. He'd be good for fall. He's not a really spooky Halloween owl necessarily, but he's a beautiful fall owl in his brown colors. And I don't know, I suppose I should measure him for you, 4.5 inches tall. So he's a little guy. And if you want him, you can have him for $7. So send me a little email. My email is at the bottom of the screen. So do that. And you guys have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day, a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Saturday at Trisha's show.